So, good evening everybody, welcome to the stream. Let me set up the stuff first, looking if everything is online and all right. Yeah, seems to work. Good. Good. So, welcome to the stream. What are we going to do today? Basically, the last time I tried only with skills and open code to create tracks. This kind of worked, but the result was, let's say, kind of interesting. Was good fun. This bothered me then, and I basically wrote some command line tools in the meantime to extract a line either from OpenStreetMap or from an image, and then basically the whole process of converting that into a track, and also a script to attach a pit lane to it without any manual editing or so. So basically you could take a drawing, a hand drawing, bring that to your computer and make a track out of it, or download some track map from a famous old track which does not exist anymore, clean it up a bit and put it in, and such stuff. I quickly show you where you can get that if you're interested. Basically you have to go to the TORCS project page. You find this over the TORCS main page. It's linked to that, and then you have here go to code, release 131, and then you see here this is fresh here. And basically the skills are in this open code directory, but the new scripts are, I'll show you, are here under tools and track tools. These are Python script. Here is also a README which describes how to run that stuff and so on, and which script exists. Basically, don't get shocked, there are quite some scripts, but there's kind of an orchestration script which takes the workload from you. So basically this is just put into multiple things for development and to diagnose one thing after another and so. Special mention, there are two scripts which make sense even if you develop tracks by hand. Then you have the challenge that you want to make the track a closing loop. And for that you have here this close loop and closed loop geometric script. Why are there two? Basically, I developed that in the last 2 weeks with very experimentally and very quickly. So basically, closed loop was the first shot, and it worked, but it was not very performant, but it works pretty good and has more testing. And the second one is usually much faster, but is not tested that well. So at some point, maybe that closed loop thingy, I might throw that away at some point, and then closed loop geometric will basically the final solution. We will see. So, what else? I can show you quickly the README, how this looks. Basically, the scripts are organized in a way that you can run it with conda, vn, or uv, if you wonder what that is. With Python scripts, you have the problem that you need the right Python version, the right libraries installed and everything, and that can be a mess if you use the system-wide Python instance. For that reason, you should usually use one of those three wrappers if you want so, which do kind of isolated environments which can have then different Python versions and libraries and stuff. So much to that. And here are a bit the commands described, what the scripts are doing. And then on the bottom, there are some tips and tricks. For example, if you fetch the data from OpenStreetMap, it might be that the track is then in the wrong direction. Then you can, for example, say reverse input, or if you want to make a track which goes in, if you want to create two tracks from one, which one is in clockwise direction and the other in counterclockwise, you can do one with the option and one without, and so on. So here are also some tips and tricks. But the point is now, if you use a language model, the language model can support you with that. So basically, you don't have to bother with that, or not too much. And that's what I want to try. So basically, the goal is first to show you how to do it very naive and maybe support LLM a bit with finding the thing. First, we will use a frontier model, ChatGPT 5.5, and then the last time I don't have time for it, but this time I will then try also to go back to local models which I run on my computer. But first I want to show you the ideal case, how it works. So then you can think about the track we want to build later. I will start with showing one which I selected. Let me find the open code here. So first I will switch back to foundation model. So and I will start off in planning mode here. I could also start in build mode, but that doesn't matter that much. And I can show you that this is not faked or so. So basically, this is my Windows developer build here of TORCS. I can quickly start it. That you see it's version 1310 test 1, as you can see here. So, and basically when we build a track, it will then go here because we will do it in the road category, at least if nothing goes wrong. Let's put it that way. Okay, then let's start. I decided I would like to build the track in Brno. I don't know how to spell that right. This was a track which I raced in the GTR racing simulation from Simbin. So almost 20 or 25 years ago. This is basically that thing here. And is it that one? Do I? Yeah, I have it already open it because I selected it. Okay. Now I will give the LLM no hint or so, so it has to find out the thing directly. For example, if your LLM is not able to find it, but you know it, then you can basically here click it and then support it. Basically, you see that this funny thing, and here you have a name and the ID, and you could help then if the model does not find it by itself. But we will try to see if it figures it out. So then let's start. How did I? Well, let me just type it. And I do not say circuit or the original name or something, and let's see if it finds. So So now you see he has discovered the skills here which are related with that. And now he already started it, where the local track tools can identify the Brno racing loop from OSM by name read only. Now you see he has a list layout option here with that command I implemented. Now he's probably Googling a bit and trying. He tries also with geo-coordinates. Now, don't wonder about that 406. These services are very unreliable and don't answer at times, so it might require some tries. We can check that later. But yes, that's the idea with the image version. Basically, if you have an old image or so, like the one on the side before, then you can basically feed that in as image. So now, I also built into the skill that he asks you basically for a fictional name. So the workflow recommends avoiding exactly real name or trademark heavy names for generated tracks, and he makes here some suggestions. You can also type your own answer. Let's take Brno Hills Raceway. Yeah, sure. That's why I put it into the skill. That's intentional. Let's call it like that. And we say main racing loop first, fast and recommended baseline. We say with no pit layout to start with. Then you basically, many people forget to put the license in it. So he asked you here who you are to put it into the license header of the file. So I take myself, of course. And then I say, let's go. And now he will complain because he's in planning mode, he cannot do a thing. So he will present his plan and then I can say, do it. I switched into build mode, so he can actually build things. And now, actually, he should then pop up a directory at some point. Yeah, here it is. So he produces the center line. That's basically a cleaning operation because the original data from OpenStreetMap might be pretty noisy, or segments are reversed or not organized properly and stuff. So he does a cleanup pass over that with my script, of course. And then basically he does render here some SVGs where you can look how the thing basically looks like, which we extracted. Then the fit overlay between the polyline and the thing, and basically the generated now the original thing. Here is a bridge, I think, or something. We saw that on the that's that thing here, I guess. So there is a gap. So then we get here a report. He fetched it, closure report, okay. This is all diagnostic stuff in case the fitting went wrong or so. This is the final fitting of the loop closure, and so on. So, and now we can check. All these JSONs and stuff are basically also tries or so. For example, if something goes wrong, the script crashes or so, there is a lot of diagnostic data. For example, how the closing worked and so on. So now, let's see how this looks in game. It does not include a height map currently. That's then the next step which I want to implement, that it also does the terrain and stuff, but that's not in yet. Oh. Let's pause quickly and just compare the layout. Yeah, this looks reasonable. And also his report, basically, which he made, the center line, no, not this one, this is the thing which goes in. The closure report main line, was it this the final one? You see the fit is pretty good in that case. That's not always the case, just saying, but with this tracks it seems to work brilliant. So let's do a lap. So what you also see, the generator for the segments is actually adaptive. So if you have more curvature, he does more sub-segmenting, so that you don't see the edges, so that the curves look really like curves. For example, here that looks pretty okay. There is now no tide turn on this track. Oh, and he did not generate the landscape. Hold on, let's fix that. What's the name? So. But it is actually a wise choice. I cannot remember if I wrote that in the skill. So now we have surrounding. The point is, on big tracks, it can take very long to generate the terrain. So it's fine if it just does the track. So far so good. There was a question, can you adjust the overall width? That'd be quite fun to make certain real tracks wider. Yes, you can. On two ways, you can just say adjust it. That's one thing. But the scripts, they use a template. Where is it? Templates here. And basically, here's the description, generic track template, and here is a width given somewhere. Where was it? That's the material main track here. So either you can change it here, or you can change it afterward in the generated track. We can try that out on the spot, just for demonstration purposes. Where were we? Here. We can just add a XML here and basically say where are you? Main track, let's say 8 meters. Oh. Here. So, much narrower. So, but let's put that back and continue with that. What we can check also, it should create the correct header here. So he should have filled in my license information, yeah. 2nd of May, yeah. License, that's okay, good. And good. So now let's have a look at that. Category route, and here it protocols also the command. So basically you know which closure solver you have taken and which options and stuff. And here is a hint, basically if you work on that thing then and that third-party assets, of course, you have to take care of the licenses and stuff. So, now let's say we want to add a pit to that. We just ask, could you add a pit? Now we found the pit lane workflow. I hope he will ask. Maybe he will just do it on the first shot. Now he seems to make a backup or so. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, he did not ask me where to put it. In default mode, he tries also to extract from the OpenStreetMap data if he can find the pit location and then tries to put it close to the original location. This might not work because the pits are not in TORCS, because we can have not separate paths yet. So you basically need a straight to put the pit lane. And I had in the skill that we want to have at least 20 pits, so you need somewhere a straight of 300 meters to put that. Okay, let's see how this went. Now, I need a bit more laps. I have already enough to run out the fuel, I guess. So. And here is the pit lane. Let's see if it captures. Yeah, it works. Good. So now another thing which we can do already is add a race line. Let's do that too. And he finds the skill, the race line workflow. So we checked if he has the tooling. Yeah, this might take a while. So, and then the interesting thing is always if he manages to point XML to ACC and document commands. Oh yeah, he has it on the to-do list. Okay, let's see if it's there. First, I will check something because I'm not sure if I told that him in the skill. basically he has to reference here now the ACC and not the AC anymore. Where is it? Graphic. Yeah, he replaced it here with the ACC. Good. How could I doubt him? Just kidding. So that's it. Yeah, and here it is. So, you see, basically it kind of works. This time it went brilliant. I tried 20 tracks in the testing, and sometimes some problems arise, or the solver cannot optimize the polyline or so. So there are certainly bugs to solve and problems to fix. But I think the basic infrastructure is there to have fun. And of course, this is not the end of the story. I plan also to add terrain and height map and bankings, basically to enhance the scripts that they put curbs just on the inside of the track in turns, and maybe on the outside after turns or so. Maybe I will find a rule. Then there are tracks which have so narrow turns that the graphics gets disturbed basically when the barriers start to overlap, because the runoff zone on the side is larger than the inner radius. So basically then the whole thing starts to glitch. I want to fix that. And then we can see from there. If it's possible, I will also do a script which basically hands off the AC file to Blender and does also bake a shadow map at some point or so. We will see. But I think that's a good starting point to have fun. So I would say this track worked brilliantly. He did basically here also document what he did with the commands. So if you read it later and want to work on it, you have everything handy here. So now, what tracks did you mention? Helsinki Thunder Layout 1995. What's that? And you mentioned DTM. Or what was this DTM or ITC? You meant that thing here? Yeah, I can already say he will hate these turns here, but let's give a shot. Let's see if we find it on OpenStreetMap somehow. Open historical map, it's called, yep. Do you know where it was? Was it just in the city somewhere? No, No, okay, so we try something else. Then we take the image here. Let's put it, yeah, just on the desktop. That's good enough. Here it is. Ah, no. So, where is the thing? So, the pit liners will certainly make trouble. So, then we need here a bit of that. All done. Why did he not copy that? What's going on here? Hello? Somehow GIMP is trolling me. Oh, no, okay. Good. Now basically everything you clean up makes it easier then for the algorithm not to mess up. I think I can leave the light gray stuff. Interesting that this stuff here is so bendy. It's not straight. Interesting. This chicane will then be interesting if he just We'll straighten it out. With one of the solvers which I wrote, I had that problem. We'll see. So, good. Now, can I now not just Control C, Control V that? That's weird. What is going on? No. Is somehow something screwed up with the selection tool. Select a rectangular region. So, Control C, Control V. No. Ah, but hold on. Mode normal opacity, 100%. Yeah, he does just somehow not render the content for whatever reason. That's odd. There are happening weird things. Okay. Let's just reload it, maybe it will recover. No. Go away. What? It really hurts me. What is going on? Ah, this works then somehow. That's super weird. Okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of a bug. Ah, okay, now this isn't a new layer. It gets even better. So let's say that's good enough. Good. Of course, if you have a map which is just a line, you don't have to do all of this. Or maybe we could even have ChatGPT cleaned it up, I don't know. But we're almost done. So, yeah, let's see. Oh. Good. Where is it? PNG. Yeah, that's good. So, now, I have to put it somewhere. I can maybe... let's plan. If everything goes right, I will have to give him then permission to access that. Yes, all at once. Hello? So, let's see how this goes. Raster workflow, anti-alias rich. I think here would be the let's see. Okay. Basically, what he meant there's the rich extractor, which is for thin lines, and one for fat lines. So, and he says it, if basically he has aliasing problems, he will fall back to that one. Okay. So, hold on a second. Let's see what's happened here. Now this could turn out pretty bad because of the super sharp turns, but we will see. You want to get the image again? Yeah, that's okay. Oh, did he fetch the track length from the net? 318, yeah, that's fine. Because he needs that as parameter, because from the image he cannot guess how long that thing is. Let's see, how are we doing? That's basically what he extracted here. And now you see here with that solver, he washes out the turns pretty much here. Let's see how this will go. So this might be a case where we want to try the other solver. But I mean, it's a basis to start working with. It's not absolutely terrible, I think. Just here the pit lane is pretty washed out. Oh, was he not happy with the image too? Try polyline fallback build. Okay, interesting. Where did he calculate the metric? I need to do something because no straits are found, perhaps. Yeah. This might now take a while because this is not so fast. Did he already update that? No, it's still 53. Oof. Yeah, but this turned out terrible. Yeah, this was much better. Let's see where this goes. Now he realized that we fall too short, so he will lengthen the generation length to compensate. But he takes the polyline again. Let's see how this turns out. Quickly check task manager, what's going on. Yeah, it's still running. Yeah, just evaluating candidates here. Let's stop it here. Yeah, closure is not perfect, but good enough. So, I wonder what we got. Good. Did he generate with -A? No, so we have just the track, but that's good enough. Let's see how bad it is. How did we call that thing? Harpersander. Now the start line can be anywhere. Okay, we are here. Ah, he got rid of one bend there. Yeah, not perfect, but similar. Let's ask him to do it with the geometric solver, just for science. Oh, he tries to reverse the track. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So, but now we will erase reverse, I guess. Oh no, looks okay. It is reverse, yes. Let me check something. How did I call that? maybe I confused that with the other one, but I thought if there's no part of straight that it should actually inject one. Okay, I have that right in mind. Yeah, that sounds good. This is when now all these log files which he writes come to play. He can look there what actually went on. Oh, no. Yeah, let's see. That's a good idea. Python, welcome to Python. I wonder if he will make stuff worse or better. We will see. Ay. Oof, this might be too specific to keep. Oh, we will see. Did the stream just die? Okay, I have time to review what he has changed, if that's worth keeping or if it makes stuff worse, we will see. Okay, that sounds useful. Okay, wow, 0, 0, 0. That's spectacular. Okay, let's see. Ah, here is an overlap because the runoff is too wide. But otherwise it looks okay. Let's fix that quickly. This was the right side. Main track, left border, right border, left side, right side. Let's reduce it to 4 meters. It's a city track anyway, I guess. What's your name? Harper Sander. Is it spelled? No, it's American English. Just maybe we could also make it a bit narrower. Oopsie. No. That's weird. Hold on. Is this defined? Is this? No. It's actually everywhere. Did I not regenerate the right thing? Yes, probably. Let's see. Oh, now it makes sense. So, now, where would it place a pit here? I guess if he tries a pit placement, it will go here, but we will see. Because find the space otherwise. Ooh, right side. I don't know if there's space for that. We will see. Let's see if he manages that. Oh, what did I do now? Hold on. I thought I have that implemented. So why does it not work? Or maybe I have it on the other PC and did not commit it yet. Push it. I mean. What's the deviation now? Ooh, 600 meters. Brutal. Oh, now I think stuff is going off the rails. We'll see. Let's quickly check. What are you doing? You just needed to do a git command to revert that. Uh-oh. That's an odd move that he tried to undo it manually and not just using Git. That's a weird one. Okay, just loop geometry changes here. Good. Okay. Then let's quickly generate again. Let's see if he changed the width again. No, that's still fine. Direction is also fine. Okay, then let's leave that for now. Let's just add a race line and then we go forward. National Grand Prix. Yeah, let's try this next. Okay. Oh no, the context is compacted because LLMs have just a certain amount of context. Okay. Now after compaction he is a bit confused, as it seems. Come on. Yeah, it is not tracked because it's my build directory. Come on. So let's see. Yeah, so let's see now. What I wonder if we can do this now with a smaller model to, let's see. Basically, I have here my LM Studio. I have 2 models running. Let's first start with that one. With a new session. Yeah, after the large one, we can then also try a bit more quantized one. This is the 8-bit quant here. And here I want also to switch the model. Okay. So let's see how this goes. I just said Donington Park to start with. Donington Park. See if he is able to support us with figuring out which one. So now we see the prompt processing and stuff. Hold on. Yeah, he finds the skill of track authoring, convert track layout, fetch track layout. This is good so far. Did I close the Explorer? That was stupid. So before we proceed, I need to confirm, should we use standard track now? Ah, he gets that too, that's cool. More generic Derbyshire racing circuit, yeah, that sounds good. Now unlabeled, recommended all members type your own answer. Relation 5165 Donington Park Grand Prix. Let me see. Is that what we want? National 5. Yeah, I would say that's what I want. Yeah, but hold on. How long is it? For 23. So 0 closer gap, clean racing loop. Yeah, let's see what does it say here? Okay, this is just 30 meters off or so, right? Yeah, let's check that. Sounds good. Did he manage? Where did they put it? I think he has a problem with the directory, right? Well, maybe not. Oh, bad stuff. Okay, he did somehow not get in which directory to run that stuff. Did he get it right? Yeah, he got it right now. Good. But for whatever reason, there's no source directory. Where do you put your stuff? Still confused? Ah, now something is going on. Good. Somehow he struggles with the directory structure. Already done and dusted. Seems like it. Oh, he transforms this in millimeters. How confusing. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, he's very talkative. Let's see. Derbyshire Racing Circuit. There we go. Yeah, the uphill and downhill section. I have to do that with the height profile. This is missing badly. Okay, good. Oh, by the way, he did not respect the plan mode, right? Was it in build mode? Oh, that's wild. Actually, he should not have written anything in that mode. But I cannot remember, was I in plan mode here or not? Did I just hit tab accidentally? Yeah, pitline workflow. It's a hard time with PowerShell. I think under Linux or Mac, this would work actually better, to be honest. Yeah, it struggles a lot with command execution and stuff. Well, is he now in a loop? Oh no, he just edits the file piecewise. I actually thought I had a parameter for the Python script which just says search it with the script and insert where it fits, something like that. Should the bits go right or left? It's on the right and facing Wetcraft Strait. Where is that? Left or right? Left, I guess. Is that true? Was the track inversed? I thought it was the right way around. Let's see. Yeah, and this is the straight right. I would say the pit should be on the left. Yeah, I guess it's confused. What you also see here is that with this agentic coding thing is prompt processing is the limiting factor if you run it locally. It's not token generation. Because the prompt gets huge. It's already 68,000 tokens and I configured it for that model to 128K. If I remember correctly, processing the prompt grows nonlinear with size. So let's see what's happening. What does it run? Tactiles, TORCS integration, pit line, yeah. Did you calculate it wrong then? Oops, I don't want to scream. So hold on, I will help you. Try it at least. So straight 1 is around 250, and then comes a turn. And what's the last segment? 83. Yeah, and here even more. This should be more than enough. Right, okay. Segment 077. To segment 002. What are you doing? Sweet. Oh, if that works. Yeah, that could actually work. Smart move for such a small model. I wonder what it's doing, because the trick is that you have at the end of the track a small straight segment to close the existing delta x, because if you put it at the end of the track, you can trick the numeric error which accumulates if you manipulate it at the beginning. Ooh, it gets worse. Or not? Oh no, let me just do the edit, not confuse this poor thing. What did you do? Okay, you have here 82, right? Make it 81. And we'll attach this at the end. Now I have to be careful. Does this name already exist? Of course. Yeah, that's a bit confusing here. Could we not just let's just make one segment out of it before these are all straights, right? And this one. Yeah, there's tons of space, right? Still need your name. So now I should leverage to fix that out here. Let's make a copy So let's see. Because now we can shorten and lengthen this last segment, which is 1 meter long. And then because it is so short, round of error is relatively small too. Prompt processing takes now quite some time. After that, I want to build another track with the 4-bit quantization of that and see how that goes. If you wonder about the hardware, this is Strix Halo computer. This one. And I have allocated 96 gigabyte as VRAM. So, what are you doing? 7%. And I think I run currently the Vulkan runtime. On this APU, it does not matter so much. I have other GPUs, dedicated ones in PCs. And depending on the GPU type, ROCm can be better than Vulkan at times, especially on dense models. Or of course on NVIDIA, it's CUDA. Hold on. Track again. How do you call it? Derbyshire Resisting Circuit Runtime. Baseline closure. That's weird. Let's quickly run it on the command line. Oof. Because the trick is that the script uses track again to measure the distance. Yes. That is effectively funny. Ah. This is now executable, sorry. Yeah, closed loop geometric, I meant, sorry. But I thought the alias is closed loop too, no? Ah, does he operate from the wrong directory again? Relative to the root, okay. He runs somehow from the wrong directory. Ah, yeah, okay. Let me quickly check. Did I not provide examples in the README, or are they wrong? Runtime tracks, runtime tracks. Runtime tracks, runtime tracks. Oh, that looks actually good. Let's quickly switch to the large model. So let's see. never knew, I mean. Let's see if he manages. Okay. So let's clean up that here. Ah, okay. Good. Let's see. Okay, the pit is now not on the start line. Okay, but we have a pit at least. Okay, I have to improve that then. But let's add a race line anyway. That's good. Good, so let's see. Okay, nice. So now let's do another experiment. Let's take a smaller model here, an even smaller one. Because I think it was not too bad. The first part it managed. Let's load that. That's basically the same model, but in a smaller quantization. And then I will exit here, that the skills get reloaded. Okay, good. Good. Now, what could we do? What about... Somebody mentioned Monaco, huh? Yeah, but we cannot place a pit there. Let's do something else. What does that here? Interesting. Unclassified road. Okay, anyway, I got distracted. Where is that? Does it have a specific name? Is that the one I mean? Actually, yes, it has this funny bending here. America's National Park of Speed. Okay. These are not the coordinates, right? Oh, that's the historical map. Okay, let's see, can I do that? Yes. Road America circuit, okay. Let's try this. Even a smaller model. Yeah, disconnected. And I think on this version I have reasoning enabled. On the larger one I had reasoning disabled, I think. The road skills. Yeah, fetch track layout. OSM ID is 47286. Is that the case? No, it's not. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, why does it read these files? Interesting. But he did not load all skills yet. But he found the readme. That's not too bad. Do you want to know, Peddler? Clockwise, is that correct? Let me see. Yes, you start here uphill. Yeah, clockwise. But he did not load the skill somehow. The larger variant managed that. Maybe it will, we will see. Did he already create the directory? Nope, not yet. But he did not ask me, what are you doing here? Ah, now he comes, but he did not ask to rename the track. Okay, let's see. This looks pretty clean. Just minus I minus Q, that's good. Now let's add a pit lane. Oh ho. Did I not say you should do it later? He does it anyway, okay. Oh, now it gets wild. Ah, it tries to find a pit lane relation in there, yeah, I guess. With directly querying the API, yeah. It has everything. Yeah, for S6 you have to try again. happens a lot with that thing. Is actually anything there? I think so, no? Can I select it with a bounding box? I think there was such an option. There's... Okay. I thought, was this not an OpenStreetMap where I could select the bounding box? I thought there was a menu here usually. How many tokens do we have? Around 60k. It gets them pretty slow. Is there really no OSM data here? Because I can see it here. Hold on. Here, that's why pit lane. Hey, what's wrong with you? Oh, typos. Lots of typos. Why did he not find it? I have to analyze this with ChatGPT 5. What went wrong? Oh, this won't work. Oh. Oh, now I wonder where I placed it. Oh, did he lengthen the track somehow? Oh, that was massive. Okay. Oopsie. Oh, wrong track. Oh, phew. He borked that, I would say. So the base generation works, but the pit lane script does not work good with small model set. Sweet. Ah, now he lets work the the skills. Yeah, the smaller model did not manage that. But the base track generation seems not to be a problem even for the smaller model. Closure reports pit center segment. Ah, he did not create an SVG. Or did he? Okay, this just rotated, right? This would be okay. Okay, let's see. Why did he not move the start line? This is because I wrote that new solver, and in the first I had that he stays there, I remember, but in the second not yet. Okay, I have to make a note regarding that. Okay, so on the closing script, I need an option for if it's after pit placement that it doesn't rotate the start around the track. Let's suggest using the old solver. Oh, this thing is slow as hell. Yeah. Oh, that's not too bad. That's it. Ah, now. Nice. So. Mm-hmm. Well done. Is this so long? Yeah, 6.4. Actually, it is. Ah, but it got 6.6. Okay, I have to look into that then. Mm-hmm. So, nice. So there is a lot to improve, but something is working already. So if you're interested in the bleeding edge, you can check it out. One branch R31, 131, like I mentioned here. Yeah, and then I will continue with it, basically ironing out some stuff we found today, and then adding more features like curve placement, adding height maps and banking, and let's see how far we go then with that. But it could be pretty useful. And the LLM part was just for fun, because I wondered how it will go. In the end, these are just command line tools which you can use also pure manually, so you don't need that. It was just for entertainment here. Okay. Then thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you another time. Bye. And I will zip the tracks which we generated today and put it into Discord, by the way. Okay, thank you. See you another time.